If you have a child, you need to train your child on how to speak, how to write, how to read, how to identify objects, how to identify danger, and how to differentiate two objects from each other. For example, your child needs to understand that a zebra is both a wild animal and a zoo animal. And the quality of training you give your child will determine the outcome of that child. The same way for AI models. The quality of data we use to train an AI model will determine the outcome of that AI model. Just like garbage in is garbage out. If we are seeing for the first time, this is day 8 of me talking about AI value chain, data curation and labeling. Data curation and labeling is literally the process of preparing raw data into high quality machine readable formats that can be used to train AI models. Example of this kind of data is text data, audio, images, videos, tabular data, and some sensor data like Internet of Things data. But the question remains, why do we even have to care about trying to curate and label data? It's important because 80% of the model's performance or behavior is determined by the data used to train the model, not really the model itself. And very importantly, we need fairness and safety in AI. We need to understand that we don't have bad data within an AI model. An AI model should not be able to see anybody's email, etc. And of course, there have to be a bulk of data that we use to fine-tune these models to a specific use case that we need within an industry. But then the question is, how do we do this thing? What are the steps involved in curating and labeling a data? We have data cleaning, of course. This we just remove duplicates, we normalize this data, we remove the noise, etc. Then number 2, we tag and annotate this data. For example, your model needs to understand that a lion is a lion, a zebra is a zebra, a horse is a horse, a car is a car, etc. And of course, filtering and quality assurance. We need to remove some information that this AI model don't need to understand. Just like we need to remove duplicate, and we need to understand that this data covers a wide variety of information within an industry. And last one, anonymization. This is where we remove people's personal information from a data before we feed it into an AI model. Because you don't want my email to be in ChatGPT. That does not make any sense at all. So if this is done, there can be other ways like we can augment this data, but let's not even go into that because that's not the most important thing for us here. So now that you understand this, as an investor, how do you take advantage of this data curation and labeling product or businesses? It can be a little bit tricky, but I'll look for a way to help you understand this. In the venture capital and private equity market, there you can have access to some data ops SaaS product. These are companies that build products that help in labeling data. Then there are some synthetic data curation companies. These are companies that help generate or augment data from AI to train more models. Then of course there are some regulated sector data. These are businesses that generate data for regulated industry like finance, healthcare, and legal